Hello there.
Please send me your bones today.
1-inch Heroes just resubscribed for 26 months. Would up everybody.
Wait, I'm a little confused here. What's a twink?
Shut up and take my money.
Mana mana do do be do do mana mana do 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 mana mana do do be do do be do do be do do be do do doodle do 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 do. Mana mana do do be do do mana mana do 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 mana mana do do be do do be do do be do do be do do doodle do 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 do. Mana mana do do be do do mana mana do 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 mana mana do do be do do be do do be do do be do do doodle do 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 do. Mana mana do do be do do mana mana do 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 mana mana do do be do do be do do be do do.
Please send me your bones today.
Derp_Deb just subscribed. Sing Junebug gifted a tier 1 sub to Derp_Deb.
Please send me your bones today.
The _blue_crayon just subscribed. Sing Junebug gifted a tier 1 sub to the _blue_crayon.
Please send me your bones today.
Tailican just subscribed. Sing Junebug gifted a tier 1 sub to Tailican.
Please send me your bones today.
Cryo Cheese just subscribed. Sing Junebug gifted a tier 1 sub to Cryo Cheese.
Please send me your bones today.
Kalishara just subscribed. Sing Junebug gifted a tier 1 sub to Kalishara.
I thought I was gonna have like any time. Like nobody ever hops it. What is happening?
Sage Mountain just resubscribed for 2 months. Whoop whoop.
Sage, thank you for that fucking sub. Oh, excuse me. Hiccups. Y'all. Mama Lion, welcome. Moros, great to see ya. Thank you for the bits. 1inch Heroes, thank you for the resub. Holy shit. Great to see you. Adam, hello. Moros, I did not kill the boss last night. I did, in fact, go kill a different boss and then realize I did not have it in me to keep fighting that boss. But we did finish the... we did finish the Smasher Pass chart. So... that's something, right?
Shut up and take my money.
Oh my god. So much hype. Okay, I'm back here. I'm back. Oh, there you go. Fellgor Rangers, and my mind went, I want to live a life of danger. No, they're not Rangers. They're Ravagers. They do range quite a bit in their ravaging. But wait, who's got hiccups? No, hiccups bad. I absolve you of your hiccups. It's done. Do it better. Pup. She was curled up in her bed, which she moved directly behind my chair, so that I had to, like, dance around her to get out of my chair, which was super cool and fun and good. What's up, Shiny? How are you, Mel? Why are we talking about hiccups? I'm confused about the hiccups. I don't know what shape you just made. I don't know what shape I just made. I just got in the chair. Tag you and Drew in Discord? You did tag us in Discord. That feels possibly like overkill to tag us and then tell us you tagged us. But that's a strong start to your ranger. That is a ranger. The goats that I'm going to paint are not rangers, but that goblin is a ranger, presumably. Dog's always laying the most inconvenient spot. It's true. Well, they just want to be close to you and love you and all that stuff. And that means being in the way. Right? Yeah, exactly. Oh, all right, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. Anything done is best overdone. I think there's a joy to the art of subtlety, but mostly because I'm bad at the art of subtlety. Overdone within reason. It sure is Thursday, let me tell you. I agree with you, Drew. Did I actually fucking... Did I post that I was going live, or did I just get yelled at and then forget that I wanted to do that? I got yelled at and forgot I wanted to do that. All right. Well, it's over. It's over now. It's too late. I'm already live. Can't post about it. Supposed to work this week, but a hurricane ruined that for me. Yo, the weather that y'all have been having... I'm also bad at recognizing subtlety. I know. I want to recognize subtlety and create subtlety, and I can do neither. That's why my art is all fucking very bold shapes and, like, line work. There's no subtlety in what I do, because I just don't get it. I'm not blaming Mel. I'm just saying that feels like it's overkill.
Hello there.
Allison, what's up? Painting. Let's just painting, you know? I'm fucking...
Hello there.
June takes the day off and then just spends the rest of the day being mean to me. I get it. Face Story, how are you? Yo, shout out to Face Story.
Because he's my best friend, he's my pal, he's my homeboy, my rotten soldier, he's my sweet cheese, my good time boy.
Let's zoom in a little bit. We were all zoomed out from chopping and cutting. Oh, wow. My hype train emote is so weird. It's like a soldier that's dancing to avoid being shot. That's very strange. Hype train, show me this. Look at this emote. You're all line work sounds like an insult. I mean, I am though. No, line work and like big blocking in, you know? A mini for Bennett that I need to DM you. I don't think I have enough resin to print a mini currently, Mel. I haven't pestered you in a bit, so I felt like I would today. Well, pestering is a funny word for it. So we got goats, but first, here's what I spent all morning doing. Was building these bases that are very crumbly. Because they're not dry yet. But building bases... I need more magic goop. Yeah. Gonna have a bruise. Almost 2-year-old keeps hitting me and she's strong. And then she says, sit down right there. Well, you need to sit down right there. Hello. Cool it. Holy cannoli, 99% plunce. Lady Gravenly, great to see you. So I've got these bases, right? Because I'm making a Trench Crusade warband, which I've been showing off in drips and drabs, and it's been a long, slow process. because I've basically
He's my best
been
friend, he's my pal. He's my homeboy.
working
My
on it
rotten
just a
soldier.
little
He's
bit
my
here and
sweet
there.
cheese. My good time boy.
In between all my other projects. But I've been building for Cult of the Black Grail, who are like undead plague victims in service to Beelzebub, right? So like very up my alley. 54%? That feels like more plunced than you feel like you are. So I've been making just out of stuff in my bits box things. So these are heralds who are supposed to be like bodies that are being parasitically devoured by demons, and they fly around and shoot stuff. And I have a lot more sculpting to do, but the idea is they've got these horrible bodies down here and these still horrible but different bodies up here, and I'm gonna pose them on the base like so it looks like they're just like flying. And I'm excited about that. I think that's gonna be fun. Oh, the Incredible She-Gob? There's a variant. Yeah, I think that's gonna be cool. But I have a lot of work left to do on those. All bodies are vaguely horrible. That's fucking true. This is the mini you were painting, Mel. Yeah. She's strong. What's the variant? I can't see what the variant is. They look the same. Is the variant... Oh, bigger, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, thank you. But that's a future project. Today it's goat time. Today it's all goats until they're not goats anymore. So, I base coated these guys at the same time that I did my other goats. The variant for what? The variant for the... So it says in the link that Shiny Mew posted, it says Incredible She-Gob plus variant. But I'm assuming the variant is that one is 32 mil and one is 75 mil. But I'm not sure. I just don't know, okay? I'm a fool of a took. So we're gonna do what we did last time. Start with their meat, and then do their fur, and then do everything else. So meat. First step of meat is the meat color. Wouldn't you know? Oh, a little low on that. Oh, this is the last of my old recipe of this stuff. It's a good thing I have Pro-Acryl to replace it with. That's really thick. Let's thin it out. I don't want it that strong. Oh, I like that this guy's got just a random elbow spike. Like, yeah, just in case I need to fucking people's elbow somebody, I will also impale them. Because who hasn't had that thought on a day-to-day basis? Raise his hand. Well, Moros, you apparently live a very different life than I do. Because I have that thought every time I think about our presidential candidates. Oh, we got points added to getting over it. That's going to be such a good time, I say. Knowing that I'm going to have fun, but also that I'm going to be mad. There is a difference. I actively dissociate from that. Oh, gotcha. I don't actively dissociate. It just happens to me, and then sometimes I realize I'm doing it, and I stop. I think that's the first use of the crying Hector. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for this gift you've given me. Yo, I got the same hype train emote. It is so weird. It looks like if Michael Jackson was a pixel soldier. Rube, I hope your day is sufficiently weird in a good way. Good weird. I hope everybody's day is good weird, honestly. We've had enough bad weird. We can start focusing on only good weird from here on out. Coming out of a bullshit brain cycle, so I'm feeling okay. The Cool Dolphin is also bad, but I like Cool Dolphin better than I like Michael Jackson Soldier. I love hearing you're coming out of a bullshit brain cycle. I'm sorry that you were in one, but I'm glad that it's in the rear view instead of something you know you're descending into and feeling a way about. I feel like I can zoom in a little more. What if I just go all the way? We did it. Crab emote. Looks like crab. Shakes like emote. Maybe not. Gonna restart your weird dude. I'm not happy with how the first was turning out, but I have a better idea now anyway. Oh, snap. Well, hey, I appreciate you putting that much effort into my weird dude. I don't think you need to go to all that trouble, but I also literally can't stop you, so I won't. Adam, I will say, I have spent just like a little bit of time every day since, well, I guess it's Thursday right now. So I spent a little bit of time this morning fighting the final boss again. And I've been learning his moveset, if nothing else. So, you know, there's that. I haven't really made any progress. I haven't gotten him to his next phase yet. Because I know he has extra phases. Need to get curtains for my art room. Oh, yo, no. Too hot to paint is bad. So many jars of minis. First one wasn't scratching the weird dude itch. It just wasn't weird enough. Did they just say DP? This has to be 3 of my songs. Monkey glow. Morris, I'm at a crossroads because this song feels like a bummer, but also I'm enjoying it. So, like, dang it. How could you? Please note that that was sarcasm. It's about fun times. Sad things about fun times are almost worse than sad things about sad times. Mouth. Oh man, I received and built the minis for the Nova Charitable Foundation auction. And man, I fucking hate Gravis armor even more now. Fucking goofy ass Space Marine shit. Waiting for some. Oh, were we supposed to have embossed shoulder pads? Was that a thing? Well, no, I already fucking glued shoulder pads to them. I do not want to put the effort into getting shoulder pads I didn't know I was supposed to have. Well, if you sign, so this particular thing is like a bunch of artists get together and paint an army spread out across multiple artists. So like they write an army list and then you pick which models you want to paint. Got the stuff for decals. Well, all right. I mean, I'd rather just freehand that shit, but that's always how I feel. But yeah, I specifically picked the guys that I was like, I don't think I like these models, just so that I could like prove myself wrong. And thus far, I haven't painted them, obviously, but thus far, I have not proven myself wrong. What are they and how do you use them? They're little decals. They're little like water setting. They're kind of like temporary tattoos, but they go on a mini instead of on your flesh. I don't quite know how they work because basically when I got into the hobby, I tried to use them like once or twice and went, wow, this sucks. I would rather learn how to paint all these things freehand. And then I did. And I never once ever again used... The only time I've used another decal is when I got Drew's help doing it for last year's Nova raffle. Transfers of graffiti that are handmade by a guy from our state? That's tight. Takes photos of himself and handcrafts them. Gimself. Gimself, you know. Takes photos of Gimself. I don't know, graffiti also strikes me as something that would be really fun to paint. So I wouldn't want a decal for it. Yo, what's up, Boss Ogre? Like, this is honestly, that goes back to my like my fucking mini rant the other day about like getting pre-painted gaming minis. Like, that feels like you took like the fun thing would be making the graffiti, not having the graffiti be done. So like, why would you take that away from me? But I also understand that I am a fucking reverse sadist like that.
Mommy!
Holy shit. I owe you refrigerator pickle recipe. Yeah, you do. I remembered that the other night. I woke up in the middle of the night and was like, the pickles! Which, to be fair, I often do. I don't shame people who get pre-painted minis, but I do get a little salty when I see the quality of most of them compared to the price. Well, I'm not even talking about, like, buying pre-painted minis. I just mean, like, I don't know, just any pre-painted... I guess I am talking about buying pre-painted minis. I wouldn't do it. I would do it so that I could paint over them if I liked the sculpt. I understand not everybody wants to paint minis, though, and, like, you know, if you ever look at something and it doesn't appeal to you, that's just because it's not for you. It's not that it doesn't need to exist or that it's bad or wrong. It's just that it's not for you. You live a life that it does not is not important to you, and you don't have to worry about it.
Hello
you can
there.
just move on. What's up, Lil? Oh, I dig painting terrain. I would be doing a lot more terrain work if I had a better storage situation worked out for it. Because it's not that I don't have the space, it's that I do have the space, but it's not organized. Oh shit, chromatic! I understand in my head that some people don't want to paint minis, but I'm not sure I've ever understood it in my heart. Yeah, I feel that. We got everybody in here today. It's been in like a poppin' week for people hanging out. It's nice. We always think about pickles when we sleep because of the dill pillow. Love those models. Have some unpainted still. Hell yeah. This is my second squad of them because I like the minis, and then I specifically like had them just sitting in boxes, and then I heard that they were really bad in the new edition, and I immediately built them. Because I'm a fucking contrarian like that. Not inspired to do terrain. I feel like making a little like diorama to take photos of your minis on is like a nice little worthwhile project to do. Want to paint them like cows with tartan cloth? Now we're fucking talking. I have never played Kill Team. I will freely admit that I played the first edition of Kill Team and did not like it. And then when they announced the second edition and all the measurements were shapes instead of numbers, I just went, I'm never gonna learn this. I have no idea. This is not happening for me. And then now later on I've heard that Kill Team is like one of their best games, but I've never given it a second chance. Personality of minis is too wild and variable to pick a unified environment. It's really big at my FLGS. I prefer 40K. The limited number of times I've played the current edition of 40K, I dig it. See, I don't know. I have a lot of many and varied minis, but I feel like if you just have like a good fantasy backdrop, you're good to go. Like, here's like a castle. You can definitely make a castle in a way that fits into damn near anything. I start to get unified, I'll do it, but not yet. Yeah, fair. But I also, like, when I started making fantasy terrain, for instance, I knew I wanted, like, spooky graveyard terrain and stuff that would be in or around a graveyard. Easy peasy. And I did not do the same thinking or theming with any of my 40k terrain. I just knew that I wanted to be able to play 40k or Necromunda with it, and I can. I mean, people shit on everything. The only thing wargamers hate more than things changing is things staying the way they are. Wargamers are the Star Wars fans of war games. Brutal. Generic forest background, generic forest floor. Populate with scatter as I need for picks. Yeah. Castles bore you? Okay, I was using a castle as an example, Moros. I wasn't saying you must build a castle. I was just saying that if you were like, I want to build terrain, you could put the brain in to figure out terrain you could build that would be generic enough if you wanted it to be generic. Or you could just make ultra specific terrain pieces and not worry about that shit. Some people like to build in The Sims. Some people just like to create Sims. Not all parts of the game are for everyone. Boop, 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 boop. So, Drew, you just randomly decided you're big on Mordheim? What occurred? What has happened in the last week that you're like, I need to play Mordheim? I want Blend or Burn It Down. No, I mean, I'm not against, don't get me wrong. Mordheim's fucking tight. Some of the best games I've ever had. And I've been brainstorming on Mordheim Warband since January, and I just haven't pulled the trigger on it. But this feels like a sudden, let's go. New friend is all about it, and we're thinking about doing a campaign. Nice. That's tight. Then yeah, let that momentum carry you as far as it'll go. Castle's taken over by cyberpunk rebels and has graffiti and neon. That is tight as fuck. And leads me to so many world building questions, like, why is there still a fucking castle when there's cyberpunks? But depending on your setting, that's either more or less weird, you know?
Hello there.
Ooh, excuse me. What's up, Gravenly? How are you? What did I just step on that's sharp?
He's my homeboy, my rotten soldier. He's my sweet cheese, my good time boy.
I don't know, but I need to vacuum. That's what that means. I think we need rural cyberpunk. Ooh. Hacking your John Deeres because it's illegal to repair your own tractor. That kind of thing. Got to work on some chaos gubbins. It's my favorite kind of gubbins. That's as the saying goes, the cyberpunk future is already here. It's just not evenly distributed. We have corpos running around in fucking visors wearing impossible tech doing horrible bullshit. And we also have poor people doing whatever they can technologically to get by. They're just not next to each other, necessarily. The absolute wackest one. Honestly, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I don't want robo arms. Like, I'm glad that prosthetics exist as fuck. But what I'm scared of is if prosthetics get to a point where they become like trendy, which they might if corporations actually put money into them. At what point does a corporation not just repossess parts of your body? Like, assuming pores can afford cybernetics, which probably isn't the case. Also true. Gonna pick up your Space Marine bus today? Wait, what do you mean? Don't you already have? I'm confused. Pick up? Do you not have it already? They had a movie about that, Repo Men. Repo the Genetic Opera is Repo Men, but with style. Take a lot of disability studies classes, and transhumanism and inequality gaps getting larger. No fucking kidding. Ogre from Skinny Puppy is in that movie. Yeah. This is the first time I've ever known Ogre's first name. I've only known the dude as Ogre. It was printed on Coffee Man's 8K. His mine isn't as smooth. Oh. How disability will be created when there are no enhancements. Well, I feel like a lot of transhumanism also fails to like take into account that like disability is like not like a permanent thing necessarily. Like you can definitely be temporarily disabled. And even if you have a fucking fully robot body, you're gonna need to like replace your arm when it breaks, and that'll still be disabling. Thanks for knowing the dude at all. Well, Ogre was in Skinny Puppy, which you did say in that message, but I would have known that anyway. As far as I'm concerned, if you're a spooky kid of my age, a spooky kid of my age is a weird statement as a 35-year-old person. If you're a spooky kid from my age, it's like you can't not know Skinny Puppy. Tales from the Loop, Adventure Time when Finn is in that other world, Sheltered. Those are the rural cyberpunk. I only know Tales from the Loop as a sort of I only know of it. I don't know it, you know? And I've never heard of Sheltered. The mind of ableist people, once you're disabled, you're always disabled. Society is the disabling factor, not the person. I feel so fucking on board with that I just wanted to start cussing. And then realized that would make me seem angry about it, but actually I just really agree. I had to quote. Fuck yeah! Y'all should always feel empowered to add things to quotes, whether it's funny or serious. Do what you need to do. Do what you feel is right. I trust you. You don't need to ask my permission. I'm not any sort of authority figure. I also forgot what I was doing. Skin. How? Oh, that's just wet. The stream is an anarchist commune. It's true. I am just a face. No one here is more important than anyone else. Well, if someone is in charge, it sure as fuck is not me. That's one thing I know for certain about this stream. Malort might be in charge. The Malort might make the decisions. It does look down at me from on high. Shouldn't have sent you all those classified documents. If there's one person you can send classified documents to, it's me. Because even if I remember to read them, I won't remember what's on them. And then I'll put them somewhere really safe so I never lose them. And I'll never find them again. I complain a lot about my bad memory, but I'm fantastic at keeping secrets because I usually don't remember them. Chat Hivemind is in charge of any stream. Definitely not the streamer. I have never dead named a person because I cannot remember a dead name. Nothing bad happens with lost papers. No, certainly not. Look, if you don't want someone to find it or know it, you don't write it down or put it on the internet. That is the rules. Thank you, June. Accurate, but also not possible for dead names. True. Which is why you just have to have friends who can't remember shit. And I'm certain if someone had enough power that they could almost get rid of that information. PayPal's horrible and doesn't let people change names, and all my friends and are trans, and I get so fucking confused whenever I have to send money. Yo, I absolutely have that experience. I hate it. And it's fucking cruel irony that it happens like during mutual aid like acts. Cone, eat lunch with me. Cone, eat lunch with me. I love the idea that you have a servant named Cone. Cone, eat lunch with me. Computer, make Cone eat lunch with me. Cone lunch. Cone lunch is cone lunch like girl dinner? I can't figure out what to eat. I'm just gonna eat cone lunch. What? Okay, so cone lunch would be like bugles, cornetto ice cream cones. What else is cone shaped and is food? Not many people know my dead name, middle name, but I would immediately know someone was background searching me. Because if you know it, you deserve a punch and immediate no contact. Ooh, boy. A poorly wrapped burrito is a cone. Touché. What if you eat it through a funnel? Well, so that's not eating a cone necessarily, but it is eating with a cone. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm stronger than most foods, so a lot of it can be cone-shaped if I want. Enjoy your cone lunch, Gravenleys. Family Gravenly. Lord and Lady Gravenly. Disney cone sandwiches? That's a new concept I'm not familiar with. I'd say I'm weaker than average food. I think it depends on what you define as food. But I guess if you can chew it and swallow it, that's probably food. Well, that's a broad definition. That's a very behold a man definition of food. I take that back before it goes too far. And that's exactly why, Rube. That's why I walked it back. I will not be made a fool. I said, knowing I've been made a fool on the regular. That it would be weirder if I was not a fool. A bell once rung cannot be unrung. Make it into biomass. Hollywood Studios Phantasmic Macaroni and Cheese Bread Cone. So it's like a croissant with macaroni and cheese in it. I would fucking destroy that. That looks so good. Okay, well now you're just reiterating the point of the stream, Lil. Again, streams exist because everybody needs someone to point and laugh at. And I am happily taking that bullet on behalf of a lot of people that I really like. I am kidding. It's just stuffing the cone with different shit. Sometimes you just gotta fill a cone with stuff and see what happens. You have to fuck around and find out. You gotta cone around and find out. You have to fuck a cone and find out. The return to Jester. Will it cone? Ooh. So that's like that account gripping food with force. Except you're specifically trying to grip the food into a shape that it's a cone. Oh, I bet park prices are fucking wild. What kind of cone? No, it's just like a cone shape. A pyramidal... A pyramidal, trapezoid. A rounded pyramidal trapezoid. I think that's the term I'm looking for. It's been a long time since I flunked geometry. Going around to find out. It's a pyramid, I tells you. A sundae would be good. Honestly, any ice cream would fucking hit the spot right about now. I've had a fucking hankering for ice cream for like weeks. Probably because of the weather. And I'm an adult. I could get ice cream if I want, but I just haven't done it. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should treat myself. This song scratches me brain in a good way. Because for me, at least, it's in a good way. I really like The Who. But if it's in a bad way, at least the song is over. Yes. Good, good. Just so y'all know, we have a 3-minute ad break coming in about 5 minutes. And that feels like a great opportunity for me to groove with this music and also say, hey, thank you for putting up with ad breaks. This is my full-time gig. Ad breaks mean a little bit of cash in my pocket. And it also means, therefore, that I get to live and keep doing this. Because cash rules everything around us, you know? And if you're subbed, thank you for subbing. If you gift subs, thank you for gifting. Basically, just thanks for being here, whether you're sitting through ads or not. I appreciate you. And not just from a monetary standpoint. Like, right now, I'm taking that stance because I'm talking about it, you know? But, like, generally speaking, you're not just an audience to me, you know? I like y'all. And that's wild. I don't like anybody, but I like y'all. Thank you for being a friend. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I do not know the rest of that song, but God, that Vine will live with me forever. That was a Vine, right? Take a snow cone over ice cream? Could order an entire ice cream cake for no reason and take up territory in the work fridge. Dude, I would kill a man for the opportunity to eat an ice cream cake in some retail fridge. That would be where it's at. I know it's the Golden Girls theme, but I only know it from that one TikTok because I have not TikTok, Vine, because I've never watched Golden Girls. Maybe it's not even a Vine. Maybe it's just like a video of a man singing along. But yeah, I've never seen Golden Girls. It's a spite cake. Does that mean they cook it with Sprite? No, you misheard. It was just never on in a time or a place that, like, it was convenient for me to watch it, and I never wanted to hunt it down. So, I never watched it. I always used to watch it when I was sick. Oh. Sprite ice cream cake float poured in front of others because I can. Hell yeah. Spite cake. Spite cake also feels like what happens when you're like, you decide to work out your ass specifically because of an ex. You know? Spite cake. Which is absolutely not me speaking from experience. I just heard a Steam notification, but I don't see it, and Steam's not open. What is going on? That was weird. I've made Rage Cake before. I've never made a cake. I have frosted a cake, but I've never baked a cake. You pour your anger into the cake, and then does that mean you, like, feed it to the object of your wrath and poison them? Or, like, does it just mean you have a nice cake now and you can eat it and relax? Thought there was going to be more to that sentence. No, I've just never made a cake. That's all. I'm not a big baker. I like cooking, but baking intimidates me because you have to actually, like, measure things and use the correct times. And, like, there's a sort of a a freeformness that I like about cooking that doesn't exist in baking. New sub goal? Oh, shit. I wanted to combine cake and revenge is a dish best served cold, but I stopped myself before typing revenge is a cake. Revenge is a cake. Revenge is a cake best served cold. Cake is a revenge best served hot. Usually an insanely good cake from scratch. That's ludicrous. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what tools to use. I don't know how to read a recipe. I don't know how to read. Zo!
But then my friend Sloppy Joe came and joined my side.
Hello, my friend. Thank you for the fart. Wait, so you just make rage cakes, and then what do you do with them? What do you do with a cake if not eat it? What is the purpose of making a cake you're not going to eat? I mean, joy, but if you're making it with anger, what is the... I don't get it. I don't get it. Revenge is a cold, best served cake. Cold cake is just revenge. Best served. Best served cold revenge cake. Yo, we have ads happening momentarily, maybe right now. So I'm going to go get more coffee, and I'll meet you back here in a very short period of time. Hello, honorary addressing non-binary person. Punkerface, what's up? I prefer Your Majesty for those sorts of situations, but when seeking revenge, dig 2 cakes. Okay, we're in the middle of ads, I think. I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to be right back, and I love you. All right, I'm back, and we're all married now. It's wild that that's how the law works, but, you know. Wanted to say something like sir or ma'am. Honestly, Real talk. Painted your first mini yesterday. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Hype in chat, baby. Hype in chat. Love to hear it. Before I go off on my little tangent, hell yeah. Sam. So I always hated being called sir throughout my whole fucking life. And I always thought I was because I was an anarchist who just hated authority, didn't want to be viewed as a person of authority or with that sort of like respect label. Fast forward 30 years. Oh, it's because I'm non-binary. And I'm also an anarchist. That makes sense. Okay. Yeah, sure. My good bitch. You have never called me that to my face, and I wish you would, because I would start crying with laughter. Click. I believe I called you Mima in James's chat. I think you did, and I loved it. Mima does that. Mima is good. See, that's also the thing about being non-binary, is that like everybody's concept of what non-binary is very fucking different. So like some people don't care, some people will care, some people are like, don't call me Donnie. I hate that. That's a gender to me, I guess. Oh, Jamie's. Yeah, my brain read James and my mouth said James, but my brain, I knew you meant Jamie. Typing with paint in my hands. You should just paint your typer. Paint your typer. I forgot the word for keyboard. Okay, Moros is talking about rage cakes. Rage cakes include a devil food chocolate cake. Nice. Blue velvet cake? What's blue velvet? I know what red velvet is. What's red velvet is beets. What's blue velvet? Beyond a movie by David Lynch. Royalty, pale blue frosting, and delicate little white icing lines with sugar balls like pearls. Sounds really good. A cake described in a comic as a fruit cake with the juices used in the batter. Nice. A mixed whipped frosting with the fruit blended in and a separate green tea layer. Those sound fucking good. Holy shit. Lemon poppy seed something. Peaches and cream French toast. Holy shit. Peaches and cream French toast. Peaches and Freems French toast. Peaches and Freems? Peaches and Freems French toast. Juices, cream, balls. Those cakes do also sound like amazing coffee? Coffee? I'm just gonna count up stuttering twice because of whatever the hell just happened with my mouth. Claire also calls me my good bitch quite frequently. But it hits different from Claire. Freeches and cream trench toast, boast, roast. Fuck. You gotta take the S away. Not on Freeches and shit. I can't talk. Jim Creech. I can't even say it normally or fucked up. I'm moving on. My mouth is doing other things now. Like this. Nailed it. Did they just say trapped in America? Because fuck, I feel that way. Yep, they did say trapped in America. Hell yeah. Living in America. Ooh. Oh man, the Viking ooh-woos that we got the other day on stream, those are still sticking with me. I'm thinking about those nonstop. painted last night, and I ran into an issue with the gold paint I'm using. I started to get excited. I thought I was reading this excited, and then I ran into an issue, and it wasn't good anymore. It's really difficult to see. I thought basing in white and then putting gold over it was the right thing to do, but I think a darker color would have made the gold come out more. It's Yuzu Gold from Turbo Dork. I'm not familiar with Yuzu Gold from Turbo Dork. As always, I'm gonna say, hey, what does the Turbo Dork bottle say to paint it over? And then I'm gonna follow that up with, excuse me. Well, see, that's the thing, Lil, is that like a lot of Turbo Dork, I feel like it tells you specifically what you're supposed to put it over. I might be wrong on that.
Hello there.
I've read it before, but I forgot. But yeah, if it looks shitty over white, try it over black. Or with gold, I would do like a brown. Like with a standard ass gold, a regular gold from like a Games Workshop, I would go with like put a brown under it. Belly, how you doing, buddy? But gloss also does help with Turbo Dork. Because Turbo Dork's got all them shinies, it helps to have them go over a smoother coat. And those are scientific ways to put it. Also airbrush, but like, ain't nobody got time for that. Don't you want me? Trying to persuade myself not to run and dive into a wood chipper. It has been a day. Well, Belly, here's the thing. If you do, you probably won't die. You'll just be in more pain. So that's my vote against it. Can you buy decals only? I need more stuff on my minis. You definitely can. Games Workshop sells their decal sheets solo, but for like, frankly, fucking ridiculous pricing. I know that there are online retailers who sell decals, even custom decals on their own. But this is the second time this has come up today. I am a fucking punk-ass son of a gun who would rather freehand than use decals. So I've never spent... Every time I hear the word decal, my brain just, like, shuts off and I move on and do something else. I own my own wood chipper just in case. Well, here... Belly, I think you can split the difference and like cut off a toe and then yeet that into the wood chipper. This is not actual advice, for the love of God. I say a lot of shit. KH Gandhi, thank you for the follow. Your timing is sus as hell. Yeah, you should throw other people into a wood chipper. Fuck yeah. I support that. Then you wouldn't get to hang out with us anymore? Only if Belly gets caught. Look, you can do nothing is illegal if you don't get caught. That's the rules. Get a tattoo of a wood chipper? Oh, shit. That'd be a fun tattoo. Or a tattoo of a wood chipper that's just like spewing blood onto you from elsewhere.
Blood for the blood god.
A blood chipper. So what you gotta do is you gotta get ice and freeze it. I mean, not ice, fuck. You gotta get blood and freeze it. And then throw your frozen blood into an ice chipper. And it'll be your blood chipper. I'm not sure what you do with that blood afterwards, but, you know. Should get a wood chipper tattoo at the base of my penis. Like on the scrot? Trying to make your own Gal Vorback. Oh shit, yeah. I do love word bearers. Yeah, Punker, you came in on that Vandy raid on the was that my Streamiversary? Get ice and freeze it. Ice is extra sloppy food. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I was stoked to meet another word bearers fan because not enough of us in the world. Word bearers are the best. Turn into ice 2.0. Refine the ice. Distill the ice. What's cooler than being cool? Frozen ice. Frozen ice sounds like a wine cooler. Try frozen ice. Didn't have a lot of luck, and Big E is a dork. Yeah. Well, they're just good. They're just good boys who are really angsty and sad and found that there are real gods who do love them. And that's all I want in life, is to know that there are real gods who do love me. I'm also angsty and sad and have a complex relationship with my father. You know? It's relatable. I would also summon demons to destroy civilization to prove a point. Don't call me a god. Now kneel in front of me involuntarily. I mean, you know, the Emperor just sucks. He's an asshole. I've ranted before about how much I hate the Emperor. Top to bottom, front to back. He's just a bad guy. Can I like word bearers but still hate Lorgar? Oh, fuck yeah. To be honest, the real reason I like Lorgar is because so many people hate him, and it's fun to be contrarian about it. I honestly, like, I don't fuck with Primarchs at all. I think that they should be mythical figures and not have, like, specific stories and characterizations told about them. And I hate that they do have that. I hate that the Horus Heresy is as fleshed out as it is. I think it's much cooler as, like, a vague background concept. And I'm definitely on the record as having said that too many times on stream. I mean, Lorgar is a bastard, but he's my bastard, so. This song is Banadogger by Heldum, unless you meant the previous one, which was Sex Killer on the Loose by Carpenter Brute. Doesn't even know what he's doing and is very pretentious about it. Well, that's just all of our modern day politicians. Which might be why I fucking hate the guy. Even though the character arc is not very good. I mean, I don't know. There is not a Primarch that I like, so I might as well take the one that is my de facto boy, right? Like, I love Wordbearers as a legion. As Chaos Worshippers. I love Wordbearers, so I might as well like Lorgar. And it usually pisses people off, so. I like the book I've read so far, just from the perspectives of regular Astartes. Their Primarchs do seem mythic to them. See, I haven't actually read any of the Horus Heresy books, but I specifically don't want to, because I don't want to know. Like, I don't want it to be as fleshed out as it is. Korax isn't bad, he's just not talking shit if he has nothing to add. Only read Horus Heresy? I mean, I've basically stopped reading any Warhammer fiction that isn't the Warhammer horror anthologies. Or whatever comes in a codex, you know? The remembrance and the politics around them. That's legit. I mean, it's my opinion is not the popular opinion. Otherwise, there wouldn't be you know, a whole series, its own game system, yada yada yada. It's a great background set piece and lent itself to nobody knows what's going on before it was all fleshed out. I promise I'm not a dude, bro. Holy Fire rant. A rant on who is Lorgar. Okay. Let me highlight this leg and then I will rant about who is Lorgar. Which will be fun because I don't have I ironically don't have the lore about Lorgar committed to memory. So context gives you his lunch money voluntarily. Context. So the Emperor, the guy that I fucking hate, he gene splices a bunch of kids from his own genes and then also from like other stuff. And he's a dingus and a bad dad, and they get scattered across the galaxy because he's a dingus and a bad dad and can't just keep his test tube babies in one fucking room. And one of the ones that gets scattered out there lands on basically space Mesopotamia. They break out of their cages and eat all the people at the park. Some of them do that, actually, literally. That is what some of them do. So one of them lands on space Mesopotamia, and he like gets adopted by some kind of fancy priest guy. And it turns out that Lorgar, who is this kid who's landed in space Mesopotamia and got adopted, he wasn't it a word bearer that broke them out of the Geller fields? I literally don't know. I cannot impress upon you as much as I don't know Horus Heresy lore and have actively avoided learning it. So this guy gets raised on space Mesopotamia. It turns out he's really hot and tan and really likes the religion thing that his monk dad is teaching him. So like he gets a lot of tattoos about it, and has visions of the future where he meets God. And that's cool for him because he loves that. And then eventually those visions come true. And God shows up, and it turns out God is just his dad and isn't God.